What ultra common trait do you find extremely unattractive in the opposite or same sex? Inflated egos, entitlement, incapability of being humble, and make fun of yourself. Thanks y'all for the golden karma, over talking, not having a give and take in the conversation. I'm a guy and a coworker just talks and talks and talks, then starts talking faster. Like I say a sentence, he responds with 10. I just don't expand on the conversation anymore when he finishes because I want him to gfo and let me take over the shift. The whole let me push all your buttons. You're wrong. I'm right. I do it because I think it's funny to rile you up shtick, then repeat it immediately. When they think that their taste in music makes them a superior person instead of just having different tastes. Applies to both genders. Edit. Phrasing. Bruh, this. Not just music, but clothes, favorite TV shows, or YouTubers. Most people usually grow out of thinking that their interests are a substitute for a personality around the mid-20s. Lack of compassion. They only seem to care about themselves. Self-absorbed behavior. The Kardashian/Housewives of Syndrome. You are not the star of some reality show. Stop acting like it. I get such second-hand embarrassment when average people post to social media like they're famous. It seems to be the norm now to post content like you're addressing fans and not literally just your friends and family as most are. Hi guys, here's a quick haul I've picked up from Lush. Haven't been posting much lately due to change of circumstances, but I'm back. Big thank you to @TOPSHOP for my new jeans. They are amazing. I'm sure your 200 followers are on the edge of their seats. People who do things for clout and don't actually care for being genuine until they need something from you. Person gives homeless man X amount of money and he cries type of videos. Don't show me that shitty. Give the man the money. Feel good about yourself and duck off. Don't give it to him and expect me to praise you. You attention seeker. It absolutely is a good deed, but it's never done to solely help the guy. It's done for internet praise. Sorry to make it religious, but it's the whole Matthew 6 thing. Be careful not to practice your good deeds in front of others in order to be seen and recognized for them. If you do, you will receive no spiritual rewards. Do not be like the hypocrites who sound trumpets to announce every time they do something good in order to draw attention to themselves. This small recognition from men shall be the only reward. Instead, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, and do your giving in secret, and your heavenly Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you openly. Apostrophe. The I'm an asshole and I don't care if people call me an asshole attitude. Anyone who takes any advice, disagreement, constructive criticism as a personal attack. Shouting at their partners in public. Messiness and having poor hygiene. I was recently told by a friend that his mom thinks of me as a clean person, and this isn't uncommon either. People always tell me how I don't stink like all the other guys. My secret? I just shower daily, not to sound superior, because believe me, I'm not, but it's so easy to be clean, and people do notice. Edit. If you have a financial, skin, or mental health issue, 3 things that I never thought I'd end up grouping together, then of course that should be taken into consideration. Shitty talking others to make themselves look better. If someone shitty talks everyone else when they are not around, I usually start to wonder how they talk when I'm not in the room. Playing hard to get. If you like me, just duck and tell me. Stop beating around the bush. Edit. I'm a girl. I read the replies, and why is everyone assuming only girls play hard to get? Both genders do it, because I liked a guy who also liked playing hard, so I thought he wasn't interested in me, but he kept dropping hints and confusing me. Oversharing on the internet. Hard to get turns to hard to want real fast. As a woman, I've had a lot of people tell me I'm too easy. Countless men and women say I come on too strong. I can respond to texts in a decent time. Have sex quickly if I'm feeling it. etc. The irony is, I just weed out the people who are playing games really quickly because I don't play games. If they wanna chase, they can go find a girl who wants to be chased. I don't have time to waste manipulating my way into an unhealthy relationship. I've had the same happen as a guy. People always make comments on how I ask women out / tell them I like them way too quickly. Thing is, I used to be the guy that waited so long that we become friends and it gets weird. Or they find someone else while I'm ducking around. Now I make my intentions very clear very early on. Either you're into it or you're not. Had way more success this way. Feeling the need to post on social media constantly and pretending that they don't care about it, but obviously care a lot. I've been turned down for dates because I don't have any real social media accounts. No FB / Instagram / Snapchat / etc. It was baffling. Some people use social media as a background check, so I wouldn't take it personally. Narcissistic. That goes to both genders. Overconfidence is really nasty because it usually means that they think everyone, including you, is beneath them and treat you accordingly. I have enough enemies who try to put me down to lift themselves up in my life to not date one of them. Edit. Seeing as many people didn't like the word enemies, I'm here to explain. By enemies I meant assholes in general. Definitely a fine line between good self-confidence and destructive overconfidence. Everyone says they want their partner to be super career ambitious. Screw that. I say put in your 40 hours and chill. I want someone who knows how to relax. My partner told me I'm the first partner who won't let him work himself to death. I don't understand that attitude. Don't you like spending time together? Being oblivious to different economic circumstances. Littering. You'd be surprised how many people don't give a duck and throw shit out their car window. It's disgusting. Edit. I'm glad so many people feel strongly about littering too. When I was in basic, I went to grab food with a roommate. On our way back, he threw some garbage out the window, so I told him that if he does that again, I'll drive back and make him pick it up, or he can walk the rest of the way back. Needless to say, I was considered to be that guy when it came to littering. Crazy how littering is so normal for some people that when you confront them about it, you're considered to be a weirdo. Desperately trying to be unique. The gaslighting. On any level. So, I'm to blame for your behavior. I'm to blame because you couldn't possibly be wrong or held accountable for your decisions. Edit. Whoever you are. Thank you for the gold. This one hit real hard. Was in a good place when out of nowhere I get hit with accusations of being unhinged. You need to see a therapist. Would you even have gone if I didn't tell you to? Got left after a few weeks of that, and surprise surprise, she was cheating. But for the longest time I thought I was losing my mind and something was wrong with me, and it left lasting damage. Even when I discovered the truth, I still blamed myself. Only about a year later I came to realize that I had been perfectly content and happy before the accusations came, and they were likely her trying to deflect blame / justify cheating. Just general toxic / jealous behavior. No, I do not want to sleep with the barista because they ask my name for my order. Yes, I was told to treat as I wanted to be treated as a child, so I will be polite and smile to others from time to time. This does not mean I want to shag every human being I interact with. I had an ex exactly like this. I was once in the hospital getting stitches and they accused me and the doctor flirting with each other. I'm sorry, but someone was doing me a favor and I didn't want to sit there in silence. Sorta the same. Female nurse only asked if I wanted to shower that day. I actually wanted to and said yes. She was present, but just sat there staring menacingly. Nurse tells her she can be the one that showered me. Look changed completely. Kind of an awkward exchange though. The alpha mentality. Chewing with your mouth open. Duck dude, it drives me crazy. Being rude to wait staff. It shows a nutter lack of understanding / empathy to others. Not caring that the staff are other people. It's often associated with the person thinking they're better than others. It's a complete turn off for me and would refuse to date someone like this. Guys that find general housework to be demeaning and beneath them, so they expect women to do it for them. While they sit there doing absolutely nothing. How can someone be comfortable watching someone do absolutely everything for them? This isn't typical, but I've actually heard a guy try to explain that this behavior is fair because if there was ever a home invasion he'd be the one that would have to take the bullet and fight the guy off. I mean, a hypothetical situation that will probably never happen is the reason you can act like a pathetic douche every day of your life. WTF. I was just about to say this. I also get super annoyed when they say things like we split chores when that normally means she cooks, cleans, does dishes, etc. everyday chores, and he mows the lawn and takes out the trash once a week maximum chores. Like, that's not equal at all. Unless one person works vastly longer hours, you should be spending roughly the same amount of time doing chores each day/week. The inability to admit they are wrong, or when they apologize and then justify their actions. It depends on the way they justify their actions after apologizing though. It could just be an explanation on why they acted or thought the way they did. To give some insight on their thought process so you don't assume they are just genuinely stupid. There's a fine line between explanation and excuse. I've never understood why people hate others explaining their mistakes. Explaining the thought process helps identify the step that led to the mistake and helps with getting it right the next time. What's so bad with that? Edit. Since I got many similar comments, I will try to reply in more detail about my comment. I put mistakes in two categories: emotional vs non-emotional. Emotional mistakes are ones that hurt others' feelings. In most cases, where one person is clearly in the wrong, you should not explain these mistakes because explaining is missing the whole point and causing more hurt feelings. If you forget your so's birthday, you should not be explaining why. However, with non-emotional mistakes, e.g., work/study/parenting children, not listening to explanation or even justification can be harmful and counterproductive. For example, if a child lies to their parents, it's crucial for the child to explain/justify their lying than to hear them say I was wrong. Another example, if a coworker admits their work mistake, no longer shifting blame, it's important to learn their explanation/justification to find the false step in their logic. Edit 2. With emotional mistakes, there are scenarios in which the two parties do not agree on the nature of the mistake. In the scenario when a couple in a romantic relationship fights, oftentimes it's more about disagreement than one hurting the other's feeling. For example, when the two value something differently, does not include loyalty, honesty, and other basic principles, and fight about it, that mismatch will cause hurt feelings for one or both. In this instance, the person first admitting wrongness, even if followed by justification, is throwing an olive branch and should at least deserve some credit, because this shows willingness to have communication, and communication is key in any relationship. Like this video and this good boy will be your mailman forever. We are Redditation, and we Redditate every day. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a wonderful day you magnificent people.